Good evening. Smash the like button on your way in. Oh, I've got no light on me. So, hey-ho. Let's turn the light on. Should go colorful light. Oh, it was bright. Should go color. Colorful lights. Or is that too much? That'll do. A bit of vibes. Okay, who have we got in here? Is there anybody here? Let's move this down. Oh my god, actually no. The colorful light looks bad when it's not actually dark here, so I'm gonna go normal light. We're just gonna do something a little bit like that. Oh my god. Yeah, right, I'm not shiny anymore. Okay, welcome everybody. All 18 of you currently watching. It would be very nice. Look, I've got... I know it's the middle of summer. All my other glasses are in the dishwasher being washed up, so I'm having, it's not anything exciting, it's literally just cranberry juice. I am just drinking cranberry juice on its own, but oh, my hair, what is going on with me? Ugh. But I'm drinking it out of a nice Christmassy glass, so we're well festive right now. And I've also run out of water. So yeah, basically, I just thought, well, I'm probably going to go watch the football in a minute, just watch it at home, in about half an hour. But if anyone would like me to do any charting or have a look at anything right now, then now is your opportunity to do so. So basically, right, we've had, I mean, quite a big dump this afternoon, but it's not really amounted to very much. It's just like slowly just come down and just taking some lows and just chilling out a little bit. And we've seen situations like this in the past. I might sneeze. Man, when it gets to the end of the day, the hay fever really hits me. But yeah, I mean, we've seen situations like this in the past, okay, where you come down and you take a low, but it doesn't really amount to anything further. And then you just like, hey, you know what? It's time to reverse right now. And yes, I know, Bitcoin's slightly in no man's land. But we're looking quite good. Like, if this can bounce, looking at a daily close that could end up back above the low that we put in on Tuesday, which was the real capitulation day, I think. What we would consider the capitulation day for altcoins. And there's a bit of a chance of recovery here. So I wanted to just look at some charts, see what is looking possible, or showing some kinds of strength, even if we have a situation, okay, Bitcoin at this stage, maybe looking down here at the 63k to fill this and starting to test into where we've got some volume again. But we're in a decent little zone, right? So if this can get, and I'm not saying like bounce to new all-time highs, I'm just saying an opportunity for some longs again that may give us something, because we're going into a weekend that's slightly more sustained rather than just what we've seen recently, which has been quick move up, immediately retraced. So I see some potential here for a reclaim, hold around here, and then even if we come and take the lows, we've got a few days where there's some opportunities to take some long positions and then to get back into some short positions. Because if we do bounce back up into this 65,800 from here, it's giving us yet again another good short opportunity. Because what do we have is the same thing that we've seen previously, right? Where you impulse up, you impulse down, you come back into the resistance, you fill the gap, and then you continue further. You impulse up, you impulse down, you come back in to fill the gap, and then we continue further. You impulse up, you impulse down, you come back in to fill the gap, and then we continue further. And it's just that continuous thing that we've been seeing. So do we have an opportunity here where off we go? And then even if we make another lower low, we've got a few days of opportunity over the weekend. So throw some charts at me. I don't want to look at Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin's going to dictate a lot of what happens. But I want to look at some other stuff. Maybe some stuff that I haven't been looking at recently. I want to chart some stuff. So, and of course in the chat, smash up the like button when you come in. I know the viewers are kind of low, but hopefully we'll get a few more people that trickle in here. And we maybe we'll even get some more subscribers. I would like to. How many subscribers do we have right now on this channel? I mean, even if we get one new person, I'd be quite happy, considering that this wasn't planned. We got 20,703 subscribers right now. So let's see if we can get that up to 20,705 by the end of the stream. If anybody knows anyone, go and spam. I know Tom Crown's live right now. I know a load of you guys know him. That's kind of the reason why I started streaming, because I was like, man, he's got loads of viewers and it looks fun. It looks like fun over there. But like, spam his chat and be like, yo, Taurus is live. Come over here, yeah? Invite your friends, invite your family, invite everybody you know. But in the meantime, for the next half hour or so, until the football comes on, then we'll look at some charts. DXC, you want to look at Whiff? Sure thing. Let's look at Whiff. I'll wrap this up. If we do, 20,704. We got one extra subscriber. Check it. Who was that? If you've just subscribed, say hello. Wow. Whiff, man. I'm glad I got out of that long the other day. So, do we have like, where's the most history here? There we go. I'll be honest, it's not looking good for Whiff. And when did I start saying it wasn't looking good for Whiff? It was around about here, wasn't it? Where the short positions were taken. Let's find it. Whiff. And then we'll find where we may bounce to support. Here we go. It's so over for Whiff. Said on May the 18th. Posted this. And now we're here. May the 18th. Hey, we actually bounced and made new highs over there. All right. Forget that it was on May the 18th. It was not quite over then. I said it was over on the like fucking like pico, like the low on the bottom. But eventually it ended up being the low for it ended up being over for Whiff. So yeah, ignore like anything that I said about that. However, okay, there were some short positions that we took on this a while back. I think it was after taking this high, right? I have to go down onto the 4 hour. It was not there. Or it was somewhere here. And yeah, I mean, I'm expecting this just to be a bit of a slow bleed down to nothing. So we'll keep the hat on the top because that is the head of the big head and shoulders. Okay. You got this like nasty looking like whatever this may be. And now we're dropping down. So where could you find some support? First of all, let's draw some fibs. You're through the 618, barely any reaction. So this was on Tuesday. Okay, so we had that move down on Tuesday, which took out that low. And it didn't bounce. So that's a little problematic because what do we have beyond that is... Let's just make this a little bit more faint. I don't want it to dominate the chart. And I also don't really want this to dominate the chart. I'm going to keep it on there because I like it. I like to give the chart a hat. There is something interesting. Does anybody spot... Zoom in. Does anybody spot what I see over here? It's not quite. It's not quite there. Does anyone know what I was going to be saying and what I find interesting? But if you zoom in, you can see it's not quite right. It was this, essentially. What I thought we may have had is a wickless daily candle. So essentially an incomplete auction down there. Yeah, Elliot, you've got it. You've got it. ZK, thank you for subscribing. Did I already say that? I don't even know. But if we go on to that day and have a look at the price action from that day, it is juicy. It is juicy. I would say that that probably classes as an incomplete auction down there and a poor low. Because you had this day and you look at the PA that happened on that and you do have these equal lows. So you've actually got, like, this is kind of weird. I don't think we're liquid enough. I don't think this is a liquid enough asset. But come all the way in, and that is 2 lows that are identical to the very tick at an even number, $1.70, on what is almost $1.70.5, almost an incomplete auction wickless candle down there. I don't want to add an alert. I want to reset the chart. Get lost. So that, it was ages ago, but it's there. So if we're looking at something potentially that this could bounce from, but where like it is just in the middle of nothing here. Okay, you had this move up. You've got a load of them. Eventually, I think you're coming back down essentially to the start of this. But there's going to be a time where this bounces, and it does okay. But I think give it time, you're going to find this goes back to 25 cents. But a little bit lower from here, come into that 702, $1.66.5 to $1.70 could actually give you a bounce that's really hidden, but it's there. Now, where would you place a stop loss? That low? Would you go stop there? And I don't know, target these, because what have you got here? You've got built up liquidity. And even if this is like a bearish backtest, when did this realistically start to break down? How do you draw a trend line on this thing? I have no idea. But something like that, you might just find that this can give you some kind of reaction. And you can come up here, and then you got these guys. 3 little soldiers all in a row, waiting to also be taken. 1, 2, 3. 3 lower highs. Come down on here. Those guys want to go at some point as well. So yeah, if I was to be like, I mean, this is actually a trade. There's no way you'd be able to put up with a stop down there. If that's your target, and then essentially what you're doing is you're shorting it back down to just death, right? Short it down to death after that. But could you get a 5R out of that realistically? Yeah, I mean, I kind of like this. I think this is kind of cool. What do you guys think? That's just an idea. Clearly an M formation to the downside. You mean boom, 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 boom. But yes. But why not test down? Because remember this, like Whiff has a ton of history before it even hit exchanges. So even at 20 cents, it's still a significant market cap for a meme coin. Yeah. I'm liking this. And then you just bear market, and then eventually you'll never come back towards the highs again, but you get the idea. Yeah. And look, that might not happen. You might not like dump down there. You might actually get away with it, and you may have another run on Whiff later on. But I am sticking with my thesis that it's done, like it's over for memes. So I am going to remain with a bearish bias that just takes you all the way down back to essentially 0. 0.618 got retested with resistance. It did. Yeah. There was a trade. There was a short. I'm not in it anymore. I mean, I took a long the other day. Hit TP1, got stopped. But there was definitely a short that we managed to catch. I don't know. But yeah, look, we got this. So it would make sense. 702 was the one that got it last time. So let's go 702 again, yeah? Now, what you would also have from this is, can you class this as a harmonic? 618, 618, and then a bit. It's ugly. It's hella ugly. Like, I mean, you'd have to go to the minuses. Okay, enough of Whiff. I've drawn some stuff on a chart. I quite like what I've drawn. So look. Anything else? Anything else? That was slightly a little bit speculative, but I do like it. A little bit speculative. Ooh. This Echo. There's only 31 people here. Is there anybody viewing this on X? On Twitter? Man, I kind of want a beer. I don't have any beer. Can someone get me a beer? Oh, fuck. I've just seen something I really don't like on Twitter. Look. Why does he have to be bullish? I think Capo's sold his account because the tweets are completely different now. They are not, it's not the same Capo. It cannot be the same Capo. Why is my hair look like it's like, why did alts hold pretty well against BTC last few days? Also, how has BNB held since BTC dropped? It was motoring above 700 the other day. Yeah, so BNB made a new all-time high. Just like silently just going along, new all-time high. Nobody really noticed. Wow, Bitcoin. Yeah. Yeah, BNB. Well, I'll check out BNB in a second. And April's white. Thank you. I'd like would be nice as someone who was in the crew for 12 months. You're getting spoiled with top TA here as always. April's white. Who were you in the crew? It must be a different name on YouTube. And if you're in the crew for 12 months, why are you not in the crew now? Eh? Why? I'm checking. Maybe you are in the crew. No, was in the crew. Not in the crew. Was. BNB. And then I'll go... Alright, we've got BNB, we've got Luna C. That's a very in-depth question for Luna C, so I'll check that in a moment. Let's start with BNB. Because, I mean, as something that's been super bullish, let's stick with a super bullish kind of thing. Jeez, man. Look how long it's been since I've charted this. Last time I charted BNB would have been when we were down here. End of last year. I got alerts on this low to see if we take it. Never happened. It did hold this one. So I held these lows and we came for a bunch of take profit levels. I would have been saying I liked BNB at the time, but I would have been saying I wanted to see it go lower. And then obviously never got an entry. So remove, reset, start again. BNB, that is a nasty looking monthly candle right now. So previous all-time high, 69 691. Right, so previous all-time high. I like to make these gold or gold-ish because that was the golden number. So there's your previous all-time high. Now the monthly looks absolutely horrible. Now you've probably just seen a bounce in the last day or two off of the previous month open. So I'll whack that monthly on there. And I think it is important that we add our monthly open here to see what level that needs to be reclaimed. I'm going to add this because essentially if you're actually going to move any higher, like you cannot close a monthly candle below there. Not after doing this, right? If you're making a new all-time high, you've got to stay above at least recent highs. Like, okay, fine, you can correct against your all-time highs from over here, but if you're back down here, nah. Now let's go on to the weekly. That's looking better. All right, you've got a little bit of double support here on this, so we are getting a bounce from a weekly level and a monthly level. That's not so bad. Now I reckon we're just below the POC of this current range. Bitcoin is going for it. Like, hey, check this. Wait. Get rid of the standby thing. Alright, back over here. Come on, Bitcoin. Get this daily close. Yeah, weekly's not telling us much. You break above, you reject immediately, you're coming down here. Like, I would say BNB, you've got a fantastic zone down here. Because this is just a low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. No, that's not a higher low, that's your higher low. Yeah, okay. Bit of a fake out. And this. Right. Yeah, I reckon you're chilling at the POC. Come on. Hey. You're chilling at the POC. So bounce off of the weekly. Bounce again today off of the monthly. I'm using that as essentially it's that daily AB. That support's really important because what happens if you get a close below there in a week's time, basically, just over, is you then get a bearish engulfing candle on the monthly. You're then also engulfing weekly candles because you go back over here, you're going to be taking out a lot of this, and then you start to really look at these lows below. So you don't want a bearish engulfing after putting in a monthly candle like that. That would be awful. But I mean, Bitcoin's done this before, right? Bitcoin took an all-time high, broke back down into the range, held a higher low, managed to recover. So there's opportunity here again for longs. Because you're at that point of control, I mean, realistically, the best opportunity would have been taking out internal lows. But let's say you're just going, hey, look, I'm bullish, right? I believe that it's not all over yet for BNB. Now, you connect this and you get a bunch of touch points. Yes, you fake out above, you maybe fake out below, but what you don't want to be doing is coming down here. So there's an invalidation. And where can you be targeting? It's back towards that all-time high. So you've got a trade that could be taken here. Or, alternatively, you just say, it's kind of done. Like, that was a deviation above the highs. And then you're looking for the same thing at the lows. So then you'd go... clean it up a bit more. You know, I'm taking off these high time frame levels. Oh no, I know what I'm gonna do. Now we know where they are, but we've got just that's your zone, right? Let's also get rid of the fucking value areas because that's not that interesting. So that's significant. That high is significant, and you've got an area here that essentially you'd probably be looking maybe short again. But then on the flip side, if you're looking at short, then you're looking at this. That's your target if you're short. So 460. Now, could that give you... So are we looking at something again like we've got with Whiff? Yeah. And then that's your correction. You're going to be beyond the 1-to-1 there. It's a bit far for like a measured move, like a 1-to-1 from here. So actually, if this just continues down... But yeah, I mean, I would probably be expecting something like this, I think, from BNB. And then maybe you rethink where you're at. Oh, it's also this high. Look at this. Everything's stacking up around here, around like 460. I'm placing an alert at 460. No, I'm going to place an alert at 465. There, around about there. Because if BNB does come down there, that would be very interesting to me. And also, I would short it. Why? Oh, right, it does have an alert. Just didn't ask me for confirmation. Unusual. Also, if we take out this high, let's go 637. If we take out that, then I may be looking for a short. So you got a similar kind of thing. Yeah. Some ideas, something to work with. Oh my god! It's 8:05. Football's on. It's France versus Netherlands, right? Oh yeah, I saw the comment earlier about England. Yeah, man. We'll see what happens, but I'm so fed up of Gareth Southgate. Like, so negative. Pissed me off yesterday. Yeah, I'm gonna do a couple more charts. I'm kind of enjoying this. Like, I'm not that fussed on what. Actually, no, I didn't want to watch the France Netherlands game. Is anybody watching France Netherlands in the background? Maybe I just go and turn it on. Oh, I can listen to it in the background. Tier. Wait, what else? What else are people asking about? Okay, alts. This is kind of nice because these are things that I haven't looked at Whiff for ages. I haven't looked at BNB for like a year. Insane, right? That it made a new all-time high and like nobody noticed because no one's been asking. I literally haven't charted it for over a year. Crazy. I do have some BNB tokens on MetaMask. Maybe I sell them. Don't know when I bought them. I probably bought those BNB tokens around the last all-time high. So, check out XRP. No, maybe. I mean, BNB and Whiff is one thing. XRP is that's a whole other level, man. No, I'll have a very quick look. You know what? The other day I looked at XRP and I thought, oh, this is actually holding out really well right now. Do I trade it? And then I slapped myself. Ow, that actually hurt. And then I slapped myself and said, what the fuck are you doing? Longing, or even thinking about longing XRP. But it has held out really. Like, I mean, it's just a stable coin. It's just what's it done? Look, you had October. I mean, you're the same price as when the bull market started. Yeah? It was like, what, October the 20-something, wasn't it? Oh, that's 2022. That's 2022. You're at the same price as the COVID crash lows. Basically. 2023, when the bull market, you're lower. Why would you trade this? Like, what? It's just, you just hold USDT. Because what can you do with this? You're the same price. I mean, it didn't even have a bear market and it didn't have a bull market. Like, it just had nothing at all. Now, this doesn't even show you the whole history of just how pathetically bad XRP is. Like, let me find a Bittrex chart. Like, XRP was at one stage worth $3, and it didn't even do it in the last cycle. This was back in 2017. It was at one stage worth $3 because I traded that from 30 cents to $3 and then it went back to 30 cents again. Because that's how it spent most of the bear market, was at 30 cents. Is there like a Coinbase? Does that show you? No. Is there a chart? Does anyone know? Kraken might go all the way back. Yeah, look at that. This is just no. Just no. Just no. No. There's how many assets? Coin market cap. You have 2.4 million tokens at your disposal to trade. And you're asking me about XRP. Oh dear. Okay, tier. If I miss a goal on this football match, I'm just pressing end stream straight away. Still 0-0. They're 10 minutes into it. What's the lineup? Netherlands have a really good defense, but not much else, do they? Why is Xavi Simons playing in central midfield? Odd. No Mbappe. Mbappe's on the bench. Got Marcus Thuram up front. I know he broke his nose the other day, but I thought he might be playing still. Fair enough. Luke, why do you prefer to trade the NQ over the ES? Because the ES is just full of limit orders and price can't do anything and move anywhere. NQ's not like it's just you can read the flow, you can react on the NQ. It's just so much cleaner. So what you tend to find, like I'll just pop onto tier in a second. This is an old level, but look, we're at it, so I don't really know what the significance is of this. But you'll find that like ES will like open a session and it will just do like this, and then it may like drop and it will just do this, and it will just be like sideways and real small movements. Whereas the Nasdaq will go like boom, 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 and it'll go crazy. And there's opportunity there. And then you're watching the ES, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, what's going on here? Like, why are you not moving? So that's why. Opportunities. Because I'm purely a scalp trader on legacy markets. Okay, Tier's got to hold this. You've got to hold this, Tier. Got to hold above $5.50, otherwise it's lights out. Game over. I don't think you're going to get lights out game over. And I mean, if there is to be another capitulation, yeah, you might find that it does something like this, but this is the zone. Like, if you like Tier in any way, and I do like Tier, I do kind of like the tech, I do kind of like... I like that it made me a load of money. From buy, like I got a 10x out of it. I've not touched it since. I'm still staking Tier, and I'm just one of those like stupid people that is like, oh, right, you're gonna stake Tier and get a load of airdrops, and I've never had an airdrop. But maybe we get an airdrop soon. Maybe. Who knows? Yeah, Tier has to hold this. If you're like Tier, stack spot here. Like, what's the worst that can happen? It goes to $0. It's $6. It's been up here, so like you've got this. Realistically, if it's not complete garbage and it's not going to $0, it's probably going to $100 or something along those lines, right? Because the market cap isn't that ridiculous. Okay, maybe not $100. Another 10x from here. Let's say like $60. But you could find that it does something like this. Like when the market starts to turn back around again, and if it starts to fulfill some of its potential, maybe. And you could actually get some decent targets for this, because you could go, first of all right, that's your, I mean, that's your liquid low to a potential low. You got $25, looks nice. If we get another wave higher, then, and we are assuming this is the low. All right, we don't know if it's probably not the low, so we're gonna have to redraw. Oh, you're gonna have to redraw these. But maybe the low goes down to the POC. In which case, you're still looking at 24 as being a good area. $25. I mean, why not? You're either hitting these targets or you're going to zero. So 1.618 probably doesn't come into this equation. But yeah, there's some Moonboy targets. If this gets a second wave, which I believe it probably will, because we're still in the bull market, and this is still a new asset for the bull market, and it was launched at the beginning of the bull market, so a second wave is still likely. Mbappe out this match and plays next with no shield. Nice. Yeah, I mean, that broken nose was crazy. His nose went from like here to here. It was like honestly like an inch the wrong side of his actual nose. Like, he wouldn't have even been able to breathe properly. That looked so painful. So yeah, it's not a surprise. Like, I mean, he must have like real black eyes right now. Is he wearing the mask even on the bench? Because his eyes must just be like, you break your nose, you get like crazy black eyes, don't you? I've never broken my nose. I hope I never will. Was there anything else from anybody that we wanted to look at? Maybe not. Okay. I was looking at people. Don't know why that's on my chart. Shall I share some of the stuff I like? Recap on BTC. I haven't even touched upon BTC. BTC is a wait and see. It really is. Like, did you? No, you've got divergence, but you haven't gone into oversold. You've got divergence on the 4 hour. You haven't gone into oversold. You're just like falling away on this RSI. Did we avoid capitulation on Bitcoin? Certainly. Like, we've not seen capitulation on Bitcoin. There hasn't been like a high volume liquidation event. There's just been a series of slow death bleeds from BTC, right? That's just what we've had is just a very slow grind down, which isn't ideal because generally you don't reverse on slow bleeds, but we're not expecting a reversal. Okay, we're not expecting a reversal to new all-time highs at this stage, but that doesn't mean that we can't just, and I refer back to this every time. Okay, I refer back to the previous halving. I believe what we're seeing now is what we were seeing around here. Yeah? Where I have a feeling within this, you had a big range, right? You were holding up here. Everyone was bullish. You made a new high. Blah blah blah. There was the halving. There was narrative behind it. There was all of this kind of stuff. It was a fun time to be alive. But then you just kind of did nothing for a few months after that halving. But you formed a base of support, and you just start TWAPing up, and no one really notices what is going on at this stage, because everyone's bored out of the market. I do think that we're going to see something very, very similar. So this is going on for a lot longer, but remember, we went a lot higher on this occasion, and it's naturally going to take a lot longer for it to sort this out, because we're so much further along than we need to be within this cycle. So I do believe that within this area of support that we're in right now, we find a recovery that takes us back over here. But I still don't think, I still think we can have another flush lower afterwards. And then later in the summer, we start TWAPing back up, right? When everyone's fed up. And then we just go and it's a clean break and you never look back. That's what I believe we're probably seeing right now. Now the technicals are saying lower, still in a downtrend, But at the very least, okay, there's a potential for this to bounce back up to 66. Why not? All right. And then we maybe make another low low. And then maybe we reverse over here. We'll see what happens. But I'm not that bothered about Bitcoin. I think, like, to be honest, we're seeing a new low on Bitcoin today. It's not phasing me. Like, I just don't care. Like, it doesn't matter to me that we're here. And altcoins, you're seeing that they're holding. So there's some trades that I've taken today. Render being one of them, consistently holds this $7.50 level as support after spiking lows. So you spike lows, you get a bit of a bounce. You spike lows, you get a bigger bounce. You spike lows, this is looking decent. I like Render. I've taken a long on Render. And what you've done here is where a lot of the market had that big capitulation on Tuesday. Render didn't take out those April lows, which I believe is quite bullish. And I like the token anyway, and I've been waiting for an opportunity to really like trade this, the same as I've been waiting for an opportunity to trade Tau. I've just been waiting for like ages to be, okay, Render looks kind of cool here. It looks okay. I haven't traded it like since it was where? Here? Yeah, here. Render. The last time I traded Render. Yeah, it was there. So back in November 2023, that's the last time I traded this, and I've been waiting ever since. Like, I thought I was being a crazy bull when I drew this. I was like, man, I'm doing a bull post, and I bought the breakout. I never buy breakouts, but I bought the breakout of Render. And look at what it did. It's insane. I thought, man, like, even I was just thinking, hey, this will be fun. It'll go to 420. Way beyond expectation. Yeah, Render I like. Tau I like. Tau the last few days has been given. I mean, yesterday's daily close was nice. We look at this. Okay, this was beautiful. You come into this gap. I've been looking for entries below 300 for like the longest time. And it gave this massive like capitulation wick on Tuesday. Now I didn't catch this, but it was within there. Like I'm long, I'm in profit still on Tau, like quite nicely. So I did get in somewhere on that wick. It's here at 272. So I've got this long on Tau, and I like the area that this is in. I think this is looking good. In fact, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Tau looks fucking fantastic. Very, very tempted to add to my Tau position. Tonight. Because hey, what's Bitcoin doing? It's dumping way beyond those Tuesday lows, and that was clearly a capitulation on Tau. Clearly. Yeah? I like it. Ondo, I'm looking at. Oh, USDT. Ondo I've been watching. Now this just holding up remarkably well despite everything that's going on. So Ondo I've been like really interested in. Have I taken a trade on Ondo? I take so many trades I forget. Yeah, I'm in a trade on Ondo from $1.20. So I'm long on Ondo from $1.20, which is the POC of this entire range, and Ondo's been remarkably resilient in the face of all of this. Now, okay, it may go down here. All right, it may start to test back into this support, but it's very similar. Like it, I mean, I know it didn't make another high, but it's very similar to kind of where Bitcoin's at within just like the middle part of that range, and it's holding up well here. But if this does come lower, then I think you've got a real nice just area of support down here around that value area low. Yeah. Bring it, I mean, just down here, like $1.13. So see how it gets along here. Like I'm seeing how it gets along, but I quite like this. And the final thing, yeah, Ondo, Render, Tau. That's kind of it. I know Lido people have been asking about recently. That's holding up really, really well. Okay, I would have liked to have seen a little bit lower on this, but Lido's been doing really well. A nice bounce right now. And ENA, yeah. CENA. Jasmy, I looked at Jasmy this morning. I wasn't too impressed with what I saw, I don't think. We'll have a look. ENA, I don't know. Give me something with more history. Does it have more history? Not really. Fair enough. Yeah, gotta give me more. See how this weekly closes on ENA. Yeah. I mean, if you get a close back above here, then you also got a really interesting weekly level. Ooh. Not doing anything around those. Guys, you don't need to complain about people spamming the chat. I mean, chat's pretty quiet. Spam the chat by all means. Because if I miss your questions, then I'm not gonna see them unless you do spam a little bit. Like, don't be ridiculous. And if you are spamming the chat, I'll tell you you're spamming the chat, and I'll tell you to like do one. Yeah. Get lost. But I'm cool. I don't see any spamming going on. You guys are lovely. I love you all. You can spam as much as you like as long as you are sensible. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about Athena. Like, again, you'd say you're looking kind of cool here, but I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. Like, what you often find, something does this, and just look, it's like indecision, and we're looking at Bitcoin getting a bit of a recovery here, and we go into the weekend. So I would not be at all surprised. And I mean, you've got low risk just to see this go pop. All right, I'm gonna pop back up here, and we're gonna attempt to close above that weekly. Now, if you can do that, you've even got a decent one-to-one there just to come up here and do that. These Tuesday lows are real, like, fantastic levels to be aware of overall, because they're going to dictate so much. Is the football still 0-0? Yeah, we're cool. I'll watch the second half. So we've got another 15 minutes, and then I'll watch the second half. I'm thirsty. I really wish I had a beer. And now that it's getting darker, my face is too bright. So bright lights in my eyes. I quite like ENA. Do I give this a cheeky little punt too? I'm considering this. Because the upside in it's kind of nice. I mean, where'd you take it from? It's a cheeky one. It's a cheeky one. Cheeky. But why not? Why not? Invalidation Tuesday lows. See what happens. To the all-time high. Hey, look. Hey, shush. Market recovers. Things are going to make new all-time highs. BNB's managed to make an all-time high, for fuck's sake. So new stuff can definitely make all-time highs. Can I check ETH? Or Nuke? Yeah. I mean, we've seen similar stuff where stuff that maybe looked decent once upon a time and was maybe doing something similar, and then it just goes blah, blah, blah. And it just dies and dies. So you risk it. Yeah, you risk something similar. You maybe like Poppy and Luna are barking in the background. Wait. Let me turn off the noise suppressor. Can you hear them? Poppy. Oh, they've stopped. Yeah, never mind. Get back on. No more. Cinnabones. I've checked Whiff. Rewind. It was probably the first alt I looked at. So once I finish this, rewind, and you'll see my analysis on Whiff. Come on, Doge. All right, something I want to say as well. Dogecoin, guys. Something else very, 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 very interesting on Doge. Wait, where is it? Oh. Look, we got another thingy here. Yeah. Where your wick, the extent of your wick from March is barely even noticeable. So I really like Doge. Bone, please. See my comment above. Do you think Bone can... Shiba gas token for Shiba Inum. She whatever. I'm very invested, but love your opinion. Thoughts on Shiba L2? I'm heavily invested. I got my own project on Shiba Inum. Shiabrium. Shibarium. Wait, you spell it differently every time. What is it? Bone. Bone Shiba swap. Is this the one? Shibarium. 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 Oh, I'm going crazy. Right. Hey, look, I have no idea, but what's it doing again? It's the same old story. I feel like, hey, yo, check it. Capitulated on Tuesday. We're holding here. We're holding those April lows. These are like the two big capitulation events that we've had so far this year, right? Yeah? So... if it's good... Whoa! Can you long this? Oh! Yeah, man. Hey, I like this. I think you're okay. Like, the thing is, if your risk is that something like this goes to zero, right? You understand that risk as someone that's invested and you got spot and so on. But I mean, for where this is at, you either go to zero or you pump from here, like essentially. Like bang bang bang, 3 wicks. Bang bang bang, 3 wicks. You're about to engulf maybe on this 4 hour time frame. Oh my god. Yeah, man, you might have just found something here. Like, really found something. Like, yeah. Go for it. And good for you if you do well on this. It's probably not something that I would invest in. I don't really understand Shiba or whatever, but yeah. Cool. I like it. You're in heavy. I got my own project called 69. Hey, if you wanna send me some bone and 69 tokens, what do I need? Is Shibarium ERC20? Like, is it like a layer 2? What? Like, what? I don't know what's going on with this thing. I'm interested. I'm staying with this. Shib. MetaMask. Hey, I want some of your project tokens. Send some 69 to Luke. Yeah. Can you send? Do I need to set up a network? Do I need to set up like a SHIB network, or will it work on like Base or Arbitrum, or what do I do? Tell me what I need to do. How do I add SHIB? Where is Shiba? So Shiba Inu. So there's actually is. Oh, Bone and Leash. You add Shibarium. You check. I don't really know. Like, do I add? Add to MetaMask. Yeah. Oh. Man, I'm so stupid when it comes to on-chain stuff. I'm a trader. I don't really understand what I'm doing. Where's my MetaMask? Okay, I don't want to dox myself right now. Just like Polygon or AP, the same. Search. Shib. It's not finding anything. Oh, it says I've got to add a network manually. I'm really making myself look stupid there, aren't I? I know I used to know how to do this. I've completely forgotten how to use a MetaMask properly. Like, I mean, you can bridge. I just don't see Sheep as an option. Anyway, whatever. Add it to chain list. Yeah, it's not sitting. Yeah, I know. I've got to. Hey, I got $200 worth of ZRO tokens in my MetaMask. Yay! Okay, I'm giving you a random. This is my burner wallet. That'll do. All right. If you want to send me some 69 tokens, there's a burner wallet. No one drain me. Please don't drain. No, wait. Do I want to? Nah, I don't know if I want to send that one. Wait, no one can do anything with a wallet address anyway, so I don't care. Ah, Shibarium. I found it. No, I haven't. I'm stupid. Whatever. Send me some shit. I know. You can only send me stuff. I'm being silly. I just didn't want to post my main MetaMask address, because then people can look at all the stupid NFTs I've bought over the years and whatever. Coco the clown, don't say that. No one could do anything. It's a burner. It's all good. Either way, I'm gonna get rid of this here right now. I'm probably not going to interact with any kind of contract or interact with whatever you're setting. What am I doing, man? Anyway, this is cool. I like this chart. You have the first animated NFT on Shiba. Look, I'm genuinely interested because this looks kind of cool. But I wanna move away from this because it feels sketchy. Everything feels sketchy when I like. What's leash anyway? Is there a token for leash? No. By bone. Okay. I'm probably gonna wrap this up. And it is half time in the football. It's no. I haven't missed anything. Cool. So stream has been worthwhile. Is anyone watching the game? Is it any good? Or am I better off just staying here? Maker. Nice bounce. Really nice bounce. Real boss man, you're in the Discord. Cool. Anyway, thank you for the $5 a bone. I will check this out. I like that token a lot. I like that chart a lot. I think that looks like so much potential with just something so simple, and the way that this is just playing out here. So I like that a lot. So I'm willing to entertain the idea of looking into that chain a little bit more. I've never been a ship guy. I've been a Doge guy, but I like it. Yeah, Maker looks very nice. So what have I had previously on this? You have, first of all, that clearly is a very important weekly level because it was a huge, look what it did, take lows, big impulse up. So that week from back in March is a major open where a lot happened. So that's significant. It's also a monthly level. So that's the day where we have that March is the weekly and monthly, wasn't it? We started it and it was a Monday. What we also have there is a big OB. It is no surprise that this is bouncing from here. Yeah, there's no surprise at all that this is getting a real good bounce. What you've done is you've closed above previous high and on 2 occasions now holding that. Take it down onto the 4 hour. You're chopping around. Okay, so the daily looks better. Daily looks clean. 4 hours not so much, but you have got a nice range here. You've hit the lows, you've hit the highs, you're consolidating. You've come into this gap, which again, significant. So you've traded into that, and you've also traded into that. So you've got those 2 zones that you just sandwiched in between right now. Now, if this is flagging, and I believe it probably is, we can lose this. This to me looks like a real nice flag after a V-shaped reversal, yeah? So you've got a real nice flag here. In which case, you are looking at this to be a reversal. You've had a downtrend. You're flagging above where there was a previous high that made a new low. You've had this triple tap. Okay, bang, new low, new low. And in a sense, you've had this triple tap since April. April low, low, that final low, capitulation. What I would imagine is this is also a POC. That's a little bit lower, but yeah, you get the idea, right? Yeah, Maker looks, again, very, very, very nice. You've almost got to buy a breakout on this again, which is not ideal. But if we are looking at market-wide recovery, so if you're not in a position, if you're in a position, great. If you're not, I think you could buy a breakout or breakout backtest. So you could find that you get something like this and then you're looking for higher, right? Bitcoin's moving again. Alternatively, you bid in this zone down here because you're too high right now. But if you do return down here, okay, and you can hold it, then you've got opportunity to get in. So you've got two potential setups. You either get this and then you get this, or you're just going to go for the highs first. So you can long around 230, or you can wait and you can long around 250. Because yeah, you've got a decent bullish reversal from it. Or you could even short this. Like if you return back to 255, you could even short it back down to there, and you could get a few decent trades off of this maybe locally before it starts really going for it. But I'm sticking with the idea that I think we see a decent rally coming out of this, and Bitcoin is very good again here. So yeah, interesting. Right, I am going to call it a day. So yeah, thank you very much, everybody. Some nice charts. So yeah. If you missed anything, rewind. I've covered quite a lot of stuff. I forgot to take screenshots of anything. So yeah, so I can't post in the crew or anything like that. But yeah, some nice charts, some nice ideas, some good stuff out there. Have a great evening, everyone. Have a great weekend. And yeah, I'll see you all again.